I joined another game jam. The plan, make a game in 4 days. I've joined game jams 2 times before. The first time the game wasn't made in time, and the second time the game came out so bad that I just didn't end up telling anyone about it. But this time, things will be different. I'll make a game in 4 days and then bask in the glory of how well it placed. The jam gave me 9 days, but I wasn't able to start working on it until 5 days had already passed. The theme of this jam was on/off. I created a little document that had all of my first ideas. I started with my first and probably best idea, which was a machine that fed my fat, lovable cat Fergus. I drew him and the machine, and then for some nonsensical reason abandoned the idea entirely and started work on my first idea. The gist for this one was that you were trying to turn on all the lights in the area and kill all of the ghosts. I started by making a character and the ground and some shelves. Spooky. I added top-down player movement to the character, which was a first for me. Day 2. I redrew the hideous main character and created the first NPC ghost character who gives you directions. I also made the first light. It's big and massive and sci-fi-esque, and I put bloom on it to make it look cooler. After that, I put in the first ghost enemy character. I tried to implement pathfinding, but it didn't quite work at first. After a few more tries, I got the pathfinding to work. The last thing that I tried to do for day 1 was implement a boomerang weapon. I don't know why, it didn't even end up working. Rereading the programming, I realized that it was because I said the boomerang to be in the player. Anyways, I made some more bad ghosts for this game. This guy, and this guy. I then realized that the ghosts might look a bit better if they're translucent, so I added that. The fog I added because it gave the room more of a moody atmosphere, something like you'd see in a ghost-infested graveyard. After that, I gave the ghost floaty balls of death. This didn't completely work at first, but eventually was more calm. I was thinking of a way to spice up the game and make it more fun, so I thought of adding a little ghost enemy that spawns from the big ghost, which is kind of intended to be the boss. I tried around with making it spawn from the big ghost, but no matter what I did, it wasn't working. I'm sure that it would work given enough time, but at this point I only had a day left and I wanted to complete the main game loop. So I scratched the little guy. The last thing that I created on day 3 was a little bar that fills up as you shine your flashlight onto the lights. Final day. Made some music. Then I drew a guy that plays some music. I made a cute little animation. Wait! Made him go a bit less rock and roll, and then put a little sign that shows the player where to go, so that they aren't completely fumbling through the darkness. Because so much time was running out, I thought it would be a great idea to play some of the other Game Jam submissions, one of which had a cool start screen that displayed the team name. So I quickly implemented this into my own game with a dramatic boom sound at the start. After that, I created a start and end screen. For the game title, I just wrote down the first thing that came to my head: lights on. The end screen shows when you have defeated all of the ghosts and lit all of the lights. With that, I submitted the game and awaited the score. After waiting for a few weeks, the results finally arrived, and I placed 103rd overall out of just over 200 games. I'll take it. Better than last time. I just barely reached the top half of ratings of games. But in theme, I scored a 71, which I find surprisingly high. I kind of thought that my game's theme was a bit weak. Let's check the comments. Okay, a ton of people like the guy's running animation, which is only 2 frames, but I guess that's good. The reviews are generally positive, except that a lot of people think that the camera could be a bit faster and better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Making the game was super fun, and I hope that you enjoyed the video.